Alright everyone, so we're actually going to coat my brother's tires with Cquartz BlackOut, and I hope I have enough coating in here. But I just want to thank my buddy here, hooked me up with the new coating caddy here, the graphene and ceramic coating caddy. This is a new one that has a larger opening here for, like, if you have like using the puck style applicator from the rag company. It's got the cutout in here. You can just rest it in here, and then easier to pick up. And of course, any other applicator is going to fit in here, whether it's a suede block or anything like that. So he just dropped this one off, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a use here. I'm not going to use the puck style. Actually, I should, but I'm going to save this because I want to demo this on the paint. So I'm going to just use a regular Autofiber applicator. And what I had just finished doing, and I'm going to do this one more time. I've already done 2 wipe downs. I've gone ahead and again, let me get back to it. So these tires were washed and cleaned with CarPro Retire, and it did a real good job getting it back to a base tire where it's like nothing. I mean, these tires haven't been dressed in such a long time, so I'm not too concerned that there's still dressing in there. Again, they haven't been dressed in a long time. My brother doesn't put any kind of dressing on these tires, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll give him ask if I can put Cquartz BlackOut on here. I should have enough to put on here. I think that's plenty to do that. But I just finished doing 2 rounds of it. I'm gonna do one more round just for the sake of it. Make sure I have nothing on these tires. And this is Meguiar's Surface Prep M122. And you're gonna work for this one. You're gonna scrub. And I'm using I think this is a rag company Edgeless 365. So it's a low pile towel. And you're gonna just scrub the heck out of the tire with your panel wipe, just to make sure that it's not picking up any dirt. And I don't see any dirt being picked up on the towel here. I'm gonna flip over to this side here. That way you guys can say, oh, your applicator got dirty because you didn't prep it right. Okay. You're naturally going to pick up stuff out of the rubber tire. And also the towel's not getting into the grooves here. So you're going to have some stuff still on there. And like I said, I'm coating the tires before I coat the wheels, so I'm not too worried about having any type of panel wipe overspray on the tire on the wheel, because I am going to wipe it. I'll just wipe it down first before I get too far ahead. Yeah, because I'm not too worried about the panel wipe drying on there, because I'm going to polish these wheels probably tomorrow. And so you want to let this panel wipe just kind of dry so that you have a nice clean tire. And since it's alcohol in the mixture, it's going to evaporate from the tire relatively fast. So I'm just helping it dry. Like if I go in here in the ridge, I'm more than likely going to pick up dirt, which I didn't, so that means they're pretty clean. Yeah, so that's clean. So now we're going to go ahead and do Cquartz BlackOut. Now this is designed for rubber, and you coat your tires with it. So I'm going to see if I can at least do 1 coat around the vehicle here, and if I have enough, I'll do 2 coats. I think I will have enough, but we'll find out here, because with the Autofiber applicator, it spreads the coating out very well, or you don't have to constantly load your applicator. And Cquartz BlackOut will crystallize. I haven't seen my buddy's car that I put this on, so I don't know how durable this stuff is. So I'm going to put a lot of coating as I prime the applicator. I should have brought the caddy down here with me. And then just work it into the surface of the tire. Now CarPro did come out with a new version, updated version, where it's got has more gloss. but I haven't got it. So you can see it's still picking up some stuff. So the tire's not gonna be 100% clean all the time, but again, don't let it concern you too much. You know, just apply it. You know, work it into the rubber. And this rubber, depending on how dry your tires are, it's gonna soak in the product. This is why most people were doing 2 layers on their tires. So hopefully I have enough, because I don't want to have to order another one and have them have coated tires and then dressed tires. And 1 layer is going to give you like a almost OEM like looking tire, and 2 layers is going to add a little bit of sheen. Like I said, the new version has more gloss on it, so I should be able to get enough for all 4. You can use the included foam applicator if you wish. I personally never liked it, but again, it's not it wasn't my favorite, but you can most certainly use it. Just the applicator seems to give, like the Autofiber, seems to give a more even application. So it looks like we got a good coverage on here. I can't get the bottom here, so I'll have to move the car some, and so then I'll just push it into the ridges. So I'm going to go around all 4 tires, do the same thing. I've already panel wiped them, and then I'll just dress them, and then we'll see if I have enough to do a second layer. If not, he's just going to do one. I'll just do 1 layer, and then I can top it with another tire dressing like Carpro Pearl. But I mean, they look pretty nice. Even with 1 layer, it just looks like an OEM looking tire. So if I have enough, I will come back and I'll show you the what it looks like with the second layer. But at least right now it looks like just an OEM looking tire, like it just came off the manufacturing line, you know, just black satin. So really that's just the application of it. We'll probably have to move the car up to get the bottom here, because I couldn't squeeze under there. So we'll see how that goes. And then you don't want to wipe any product off, because if you do, you're going to disturb the way that the coating cures. So just put it in there, work it in, let it set up, give it about an hour or 2, and then come back with the second layer. You just want the first layer to kind of just cure in there. And so depending on how dry your tires are, it's going to absorb quite a bit of product. So overall, I think I am going to have enough to do at least 1 layer on all 4 tires. And if I have enough to do a second layer, I will come back and show you how much a second layer adds to the look. All right, so I'll keep you updated. So like I said, my brother's going to be my test subject. Then I'm going to go ahead and polish the wheels. We're going to coat the wheels. We're not going to coat the inner barrels. That's a project for a later date, but so far so good with the application. And yeah, it looks really good. All right, so stay tuned for updates on this. We'll ask him to bring it back for the first wash. Welcome back, everyone. So hopefully it's not too washed out here. I got the sun coming in. I just finished coating the 2 front tires. I want to just go over Cquartz BlackOut one more time. So I have enough to do minimum 2 layers. I may have enough to squeeze out a 3rd layer. I applied the first layer yesterday night. It sat overnight, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the second layer. And so this tire looks a little splotchy. That's expected, but the look is like an OEM type look, you know, like it's a brand new tire that just came off the assembly line. So it looks splotchy because it probably absorbed unevenly here, and that's expected when it comes to using BlackOut. So this is where we're going to do a second layer. Now I would get my Geon Prism light, but it has problems. It's not holding a charge anymore, and like I said, I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to have to contact Geon to see if they can repair that light, or if there is a way to repair it. It's a scan grip light, so they might send it to scan grip So I'm going to just go ahead and shine this on here, and then I'll show you the application. Of BlackOut. So it's pretty straightforward. Just working into the rubber. Use as much product as you need. I would actually recommend that you invest in a microfiber applicator like the Autofiber one, or the Cquartz mitt, coating mitt that comes in the Cquartz light kit. I would actually look into getting probably one of those. Now you're going to be using less and less product as the more you layer it, because you're layering it on top of itself. And just work it in and get it in there. It does spread kind of a long way. Okay, so there you go, and it's starting to kind of just cure already and start to kind of set up. Let's put this light right here. It's starting to set up already. So, like I said, it just depends on how many layers you want to do. I think 2 layers is probably a nice amount of layers to put on here. But if you want to do 3, by all means do 3. There's a new version of BlackOut that came out in summertime, and they added more gloss. Supposedly they added so it can increase the gloss better, so that way you don't have to use as many layers to get the gloss that you like. But I haven't used it. I don't know if I'm going to buy this product. I was sent this product to test and review. But I don't know if I would buy this product, because I'm not really using Tyre coatings anymore. I've gone back to traditional Tyre dressings, and I'll probably stick with a traditional Tyre dressing. And the reason for that is because Tyre coatings, although they last a lot longer, they're painful to remove if you have to remove it for some reason. Maybe if you have a customer and they don't like that look, then you're gonna have to really struggle to get this off, because it's gonna be have to be abraded off the tire. And I've never tried to take this off. I don't know how to take this off. I haven't asked the CarPro folks how to take it off. So I really don't know. But again, the tire looks really good. It looks, it's got that, as it starts to cure, it has a more even appearance now. It's starting to kind of set up in certain areas. And that's it. If you just need to work it in more, then just go ahead. Because you want that even appearance of the tire. But yeah, it looks really good. So I think 2 layers is probably going to be enough to get that like a real dark black tire. And I just want to kind of just show you what it looks like. But yeah, once I pull the car out, I'll show you what it looks like. If I have enough to squeeze out a 3rd layer, which I may just throw a 3rd layer just to use up my product on here. So we'll kind of just see how this looks. And then once I pull the car out, we'll walk around. I'll show you what it looks like. If it is indeed, if I do go 3 layers, I will tell you on the camera I did 3 layers. But yeah, so far it's coming out really good. We'll just kind of put it on there. To layer this thing, if you're just gonna let it cure by itself, 30 minutes before you can put a 2nd layer. If you put a fan, like blowing air on it, you can actually coat sooner than that. But roughly 30 minutes minimum to put a 2nd layer or a 3rd layer or whatever amount of layers. This sat overnight. It had time to kind of set up, and now I'm just putting another layer to kind of give it an even appearance. So any comments or questions on BlackOut? I'm not the authority on this product, but I'm just showing you the way it works, how to apply it, what applicator I recommend with it. And then my brother's gonna be testing this product out. I will see if he can bring it back in a couple months, or maybe in about a month or so. I'll see if I can bring it back, and we'll wash it and we'll kind of see how this tire looks a month after the application, and we kind of gain whether or not it's going to be holding up for 6 months. But one thing about the tire coating is it's easier to clean. It'll look like this longer versus having to dress it every 2 to 3 weeks. If you want to add more gloss to the tire coating itself, you can actually top it with your favorite water-based tire dressing and just increase the look there. And again, maybe because the Cquartz BlackOut is eventually going to lose its look, so if you want to just kind of put something on top, that will work as well. All right, so again, thanks for watching, and I will show you the walk around once I'm done and whether or not I went a third layer on here. Now this tire here actually looks really nice. It took BlackOut very well. It just has that real nice sheen to it. Okay, so I want to do final thoughts on the application of Cquartz BlackOut. So it's kind of an updated application video, just kind of showing two layers at the time going on there. I ended up doing 4 layers because I had 25 milliliters of product left in, and I wasn't going to use it for anything else. I was like, oh, let me just put as much layers as I can on the tires. And so I put 4 tires on my brother's vehicle, which I haven't seen just yet. So he was supposed to bring it by this weekend, and of course he didn't for the first maintenance wash of the new Geon stuff, and also to kind of see how hydrophobic this is. But the preparation was pretty simple. I used Carpro retire. I didn't use as much as like what I used on the Camaro when I first tested it out. Part of testing is some of us get those products in advance that there's no directions on how to use the product. So sometimes we tend to use more product than what's necessary, and then over time, as you kind of get used to the product, you kind of figure out how to use it and its maximum, to have maximum cost savings, let's put it that way. Everybody's so worried about cost, and so again, I didn't really show that part, but I was kind of playing around with it. But essentially I just cleaned the tires with Carpro retire. I wiped them down with Meguiar's M122 surface prep, and then I put layer after layer of Cquartz BlackOut. Now it's not a water-based tire dressing. Again, it's more like I think they say it's solvent-based from now on. They couldn't get the water-based part worked out, but there's a new version. This is not the new version. This is still the original version. The new version was supposed to be, or is supposed to have more gloss. I haven't used it. I probably won't buy this product again because I really have no need for it. I'm not going to be coating tires anymore. I was just kind of using some of it to kind of just dress like the rubber trim here on the, like for the Camaro here, you know, with this rubber piece here. I was kind of just playing around with it, just trying to use this product up because I didn't want to let it go bad. And so my brother came along and I was like, okay, let me just test it on his tires. He's gonna be my tester for the product. Again, that's the original version that came out. That's what I have here. Cquartz, or actually Carpro, claims that this lasts up to 6 months. So kind of just depends on your driving habits. But we're gonna just test it out on his car. I just want to give you final thoughts on it and kind of just end the video there. But again, I was able to do 4 layers. You can put as many layers as you want. 2 layers would be enough, but again, I was just trying to use this product up, so it's 4 layers. You want to wait about an hour, 1 to 2 hours before you put the second layer on there. If you put like a fan that's blowing air into the tire, kind of just helping it cure, you can put a second layer 30 minutes after the other, and additional layers 30 minutes after if you keep doing that. But you'll be using less and less product after the first layer. The first layer is going to get absorbed into the rubber, and then so the second layer is going to absorb to the part that's already cured on the outside, and you'll use less and less and less as you continue to go around. That's why I was able to do 4 layers. So again, that's Cquartz BlackOut's an updated application video. We'll kind of just see how long it lasts and how long the look lasts. The other thing is you can top it with your favorite tire dressing. For example, Carpro Pearl, Geon Q2 tire. You know, pick your favorite tire dressing that you like, and you can top it if it wants, because this is still going to lose its look over time, and you can top it with anything you want. So again, that's Cquartz BlackOut. If you guys have any comments or questions on the overall application of the product, you know, just refer to the video. It's pretty straightforward. Again, it's expensive, but again, it's going to be long-term protection, so you're gonna have to weigh that option if it's something for you. Like I said, I don't see myself using this product again, but I do want to thank Avi for sending this out to me to kind of test out and try out. But again, we'll see how long it lasts, we'll see how it holds up, and again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.